Hi and welcome to another Crop and Crate delivered spring layout kit video. I'm designer Jen Gallacher and we're going to be using this fun sketch today. It is a 12 by 12 sketch and it is a bunch of layered squares and rectangles and then a diagonal view of circles. And I'll show you how I'm going to adapt this a little bit to fit this kit and use it to create a layout about my niece. So first we're going to start with the background paper, and the background paper and the sketch looks like a solid. You can take any sketch and make it look how you want. I'm going to use this fun teal pattern paper. It's the diagonal yellow on the back, and then I wanted to use this bold coral and this floral piece that has stripes on the back. So we're going to layer these all together. And we'll center the floral square right in the center of that coral square, which I've pre-cut. And then we'll attach a border at the very bottom. Now, from the sketch, you can see that there is no border here. This is when you start to get creative and add your own embellishments and items. I have cut with my scallop border punch, one from the yellow cardstock included in this kit, as I wanted to bring out some of the yellow that you can see in the floral pattern paper. So once I have that scallop border, I can attach the entire square onto the teal square, and we just want to center on the page. And then to the bottom of this floral pattern paper, I'm going to bring in some black. And what I did is I took the other side of the floral piece, you can see that it's the same width, and I just trimmed off a bit of it. And we'll go ahead and layer this right at the bottom. And this just brings in some of that black that you see, and I love these colors together. For the photo, to make it easier, I print my photos at home, but if you have 4 by 6 photos, you simply need 2 stacked on top of each other. The sketch indicates a 5 by 3.5, but mine are about 4 by 6, almost but not quite. To bring in some more of the black, we're going to use some pattern paper that we used in our last video, and I'm going to center the photo right on top of this black pattern paper, and then we'll use our trimmer to trim off the extra. But again, I'm trying to bring in some of that black. I love that the chalkboard trend has brought in a lot of fun black finishes to a lot of scrapbooking products, and this really grounds those bold colors we're using. And if it isn't quite centered, and if you're using an adhesive that you can pull up, you can recenter it. So let me show you the sketch and how we are starting to formulate the layout here. Now we're going to go ahead and mount this photo a little bit off-centered while the sketch has it right in the center. I'm going to off-center mine just a little bit, and I'm going to tuck it behind that black border strip that I created at the bottom. So again, centered in the sketch, not centered in my project. I wanted to use some of the coral ribbon that comes in this collection kit. So just like we did in the last video, I'm going to attach it right to the layout, just using some regular adhesive. And it is already cut at a diagonal, so I don't have to recut it. And I did leave a little bit extra so that I could tuck it around the photo and the large rectangle. I love that you can use the ribbon. You could pleat the ribbon as well if you like that look. Now in the sketch there are a bunch of circles, but in this particular kit there are a lot of die cuts and stickers that you can use to create little vignettes. And you'll see that I've cut my stickers from the backing so that I could place them onto my layout and get a feel for how they will look without sticking them down. So basically what I would do is cut it with the backing and start to move it around and get a feel for where it will go. And then at that point, then I can attach it to the layout. We'll just start trying different shapes and colors. At the top, we'll add some die cuts. I'm using this fun die cut slide, and you'll notice that in the actual slide there are some colors. It's a watercolor wash, and that is fun. Behind there I'm going to add a teal sticker. Just start placing it down. If you find that you want to do something a little different, you can do that as well. Just start layering some different shapes. And I like combining both cardstock and sticker shapes to get a fun custom look. Here's the arrow. This is from the My Mind's Eye sticker sheet, and it is black, which matched the color scheme I've been going for. And then on top of that, I'm going to use this orange see-through arrow, and I recommend using glue dots to stick that down. Make sure that you place the glue dots in a strategic place where there's a pattern, because you will be able to see the adhesive showing through. And we'll layer those two arrows on top of each other. So you can see how I'm just kind of creating a little vignette. Then here at the bottom, I want to add one of the die cut butterflies, but I do want to use a pop dot to pop it off the page a little bit. So I'll just take a few little pop dots, adhere them to the die cut shape. And then I'll place it right between the two circle die cuts. Let me show you what this vignette starts to look like. So you can see that the sketch inspired me to create little clusters. So even though I didn't use circles, I did use embellishments that give it the same clustered feel. Now on the sketch, the title is in one of these circles, and rather than use that particular technique, I am going to run a title up the side of the left part of this black pattern paper. And I will do that by spelling out the title with this brush script white foam stickers. And these are from American Crafts, and the brush script is really, really hot right now. And you'll notice that some of the letters are uppercase and some are lowercase, which gives it a fun, casual feel. I'm going to go ahead and spell out the title and then show you what it looks like. So on the sketch, you can see that the journaling takes place in this large circle, but I already have these large elements here. So what I'm going to do for the journaling is I'm going to take one of these small stickers from the crepe paper sticker sheet, and I'm going to slightly tuck it behind this oval circle. And not much, because I want to leave some room for journaling. Now, if you have a slick writer, you can write on these stickers because they are a little bit slick, and if you use a normal pen, such as this Zig pen, it will smudge. So here's what I did. I first printed out some journaling onto a sheet of white printer paper, and then I cut some of the cream cardstock from the kit and layered it on top, ran it through again, and printed it. And after playing with it a little bit, I realized I needed to double stack it like it shows here. And then what I want to do is I want to create the same kind of pennant shape on the actual little journaling card so that I can layer it right on top of the sticker. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfection. I simply want a way to layer it right onto the journaling. And I'm trying to trim it enough that you can still see some of the peach around it. Now, if that doesn't work, one thing you can do is you can rub the edges with some brown stamping ink, and you can layer the two, which looks like I'm going to do for this layout. So I'm going to take a Prima chalk ink pad, looks like a little baby iron, and I'm just going to ink the edges lightly so that it stands out a little bit, and then we'll attach it right to the bottom of the layout. And I'll show you up close what it looks like. So I've created this layer of journaling. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to add this little tab sticker, and I'm going to add it right here so that the butterfly overlaps it. Just gives it a little bit more weight to there. So again, here's the sketch that we used, a bunch of layered rectangles and squares with elements that run diagonally across, and here is the finished layout. Thank you for joining me for today's Crop and Create Delivered Spring Layout Kit tutorial. Be sure to subscribe to the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of their videos, and watch for one additional video that shows you how to use this amazing kit.